Fix what I couldn't see. Eating clean, playing my part. Still something breaking inside my heart. I was doing everything right, and everything kept getting worse. Following every line they drew, still ended up in reverse. Five pills lined up on the sink, one telling me what to think. Said give it time, you'll be okay. But I kept drifting further away. I was doing everything right, and everything kept getting worse. Gave them everything I had, still couldn't break that curse. Then one day I just let it go. Stopped chasing what I didn't know. Took one step, changed one thing, turned my back on everything. This is my why. North Dakota Carnivore changed my life. Kept it simple, stripped it down, turned it all the way around. Lost the weight, cleared my mind, left that old road far behind. What I found was something true, did it myself, and so can you.
And good morning. It's been one of those mornings. So how's everybody doing today? Just a fair warning. I have a roofer up on my roof right now doing some work. We had some shingles blow off the roof and he's up there fixing them. So I may have to leave. And if I leave, I'll replay my, that intro song and go take care of that. So I'll find out here, probably sometime. He said it was only going to take him an hour. He's been up there for over 2 hours, so it's a little bit longer than what he was expecting. And good morning, Brian. It's nice to see you here this morning. Carolina Carnivore, good morning. Let's go. Get moving today. Absolutely. It's going to be a beautiful day today here. This past week has been kind of cool and chilly. Yesterday, beautiful day, made it into the 80s. Today, we're supposed to be at 93 in full sunshine again. So absolutely get out there, get moving, get some of that beautiful sun on your bodies. Bride's Biscuit, good morning, Brian, Lance, Bam. Finally figured out how to identify the mobile stream. Sweet. That's actually good because You don't know how long it took me to figure that stuff out too. Even doing this, I have a hard time figuring that out sometimes. I always click on the wrong one. Jeff, good morning. How are you doing today? Angie, how are you? So nice to see you here. Getting in the pool today is going to be a hot one here in East Tennessee. Hope everyone is doing good. East Tennessee. I've been in East Tennessee. I was actually in Johnson City. I used to have some friends there. Brian says, good morning. Awesome. Hot in New York City this morning. Yeah, it's really nice here. I couldn't tell you what the temperature is. I didn't even bring that up and look at that this morning. Oh, yes. I can't wait until YouTube actually gets that feature set up so that they will do it automatically. That's one of the things that came out in one of the things that comes up on your channel if you go into the settings and look at stuff. They're supposed to be coming out with that where the both versions of this chat will come up on the screen. Malachi, good morning. How are you today? It's nice to see you here. D. Marshall, good morning. It's nice to see you also. Nice to see new people in here. Chris, how are you? Nice to see you this morning also. Amanda, good morning. Terry, good morning. I hear you have grandchildren up there with you this morning. So nice to have you popping on, knowing that you're going to be playing with the grandkids too. I think we're grandchild free for the first part of the day here. Yeah, not going to happen. Let's see. Terry says, I'm in BC. Was wondering what time you came on. Oh, I come on at here in British Columbia. I come on at 10 Central or 11 Eastern. Going to 94 today in New York City. Yeah, it's supposed to be going to 93 here today. It's absolutely amazing, and I can't wait to spend some time out in the sun. I got to go in the backyard today. It's gotten out of control, so I'm gonna have to go back there and hit the backyard with my weed eater. Battery's charged up and ready to go. Got new string in it. It's all ready to go. I just got to go hit it with a weed eater and then bring my mower back there and go through the yard. One of my granddaughters is here a lot. She's got crap everywhere in the backyard. You know, it's one of those mornings and one of those days where it's time to do it because I've got a lounge chair out in the backyard. I like to lay out in and soak up the sun because it is so nice to be able to do that right now. And everybody's still saying good morning. Oh, yeah, it's 11:30 for you back home in Newfoundland and 8 a.m. in British Columbia. Yeah, I thought that was down towards California, right? Or above California on that time zone. When you were talking about BC, I was confused for a moment because I know you're not from there. You're on the other coast, and it just threw me off. Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about, Taurus. Anita and Anna. Oh, you're talking about Anita, ketogenic woman? Let's see. Your Scandinavian blood is not a fan. You'll do better in winters. My Scandinavian blood actually loved the sun, and I do well in the winters too. But since cutting out seed oils 2 summers ago, last summer I turned red the first 2 times I went out in the sun and got a lot of exposure. I turned red. I did have a little bit of a blistering going on the first time. The second time I didn't have any, and I didn't have any of that pain that goes with the sun. And I don't know why, but maybe it's just lack of seed oils. But my Scandinavian blood enjoys this hot sun. The most wonderful thing happened yesterday for supper. He was playing outdoors with a 2-year-old all afternoon, and when his dad said it's steak night, he ran inside into his high chair. That's awesome. He started chewing on the steak like something. I mean, that's amazing. That is really cool when the little ones do that. I have a granddaughter. She just absolutely loves meat, eggs, bacon. Her favorite is the poppable eggs. So it's amazing when they are like that. And her sister, who's a couple years older, used to be like that, and now she's turned into this picky little thing that doesn't want anything to do with it. Aaron, good morning. I see you got your new logo up there. That is amazing. That's a nice logo. I really like that. You did a good job on that one. Yeah. Let's see. How you're not going to see them this visit? Morning, Elias. It's nice to see you here. Yes, accountability is what this is about. We've got to. When I first started doing this here back October last year, is because weekends there weren't a whole lot of people doing accountability and doing live streams for carnivore or for keto diet in general. I was needing it, so I started doing this live stream just for that. And that's why I'm doing this. I appreciate that, Elias. And I do read your emails, so thank you. All right. See, Bridesmaid says, I watched a doctor talking about glycine yesterday, and he detailed why that's support not getting sunburn. Really? I have to find out which one that one was. He was pale skin, also carnivore. Interesting. Doing a sardine, coffee, low cream, fast. Okay. That's cool. Absolutely, Aaron. You're slowly making your way through the Kiltz course. Hey, take your time. There's no reason to hurry through it. Hey, Rick. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thanks for the compliments this morning. I was still listening to you while I was watching Christie's too. So I was doing in 2 different chats in there, listening to 2 live streams at the same time. So, well, I finished my 7-day fast. I actually broke it last night. I had planned on going until this morning. When I got home yesterday, it was time for me to break it. My mind and body were ready for it to happen. So I did it for 168 hours, 12 minutes, 53 seconds. That's actually when I started cooking my meal. That's when I hit that, because once you start cooking, that's when the body starts signaling to your body that, hey, we're going to be eating. And oof, my body was ready for it. And I'm glad I stopped. I did it last night because I was able to control what I was eating a lot better. I had a set amount of food that I ate, so I wasn't going to overeat. I wasn't going to end up with disaster pants. because that's happened to me a few times before when I've broke fast, and that's why I break my fast the same way every time. And this is it right there: two over easy eggs, 4 pieces of crispy bacon. I dip the bacon into the egg yolk and eat the first slice of bacon with a full egg yolk, and then I use the other piece of bacon to eat the egg. And that's just what works for me. I wait 45 to 90 minutes after this before I eat anything else. And it this works for me. I no longer have to worry about how long or have to worry about running to the bathroom or anything like that. Now, yesterday on a 7-day fast, my ketones on Tuesday, Wednesday, they spiked up to 5.4. And then Thursday and Friday in the Thursday, I should say, Wednesday night, Thursday, my ketones came back down into the twos, like 2.9. And I don't know why. I kind of do. Tuesday night, I was having a hard time. I had butter Tuesday night to calm my mind, to calm my body. I had basically it was equivalent to 2 tablespoons of butter or about 200 calories of butter. But that helped me get through, and my ketones went back down. My glucose kind of went up a little bit, maybe 10 points, and stayed there for most of the fast after that. But yesterday, Friday morning, when I got up and I checked my ketones, and I did the Dr. Boz way, TOT. Aaron, Brian knows what I'm talking about, TOT. So my ketones yesterday morning, Friday morning, were at 4.0. My glucose was, I think it was 86, which is, glucose is a little high. Shouldn't have been that high, but I understand that. But my ketones being at 4, absolutely amazing, because Thursday night they're at 2.9. Not bad. They jumped up dramatically overnight. Then yesterday, I was in my first meeting, or one of my meetings. That was 9 o'clock meeting, and that was a few minutes into the meeting, and I could feel the ketones just rushing. Usually, I get a tingling in my head. I had it all over my arms, my head, the trunk of my body. I was tingling, and I was like, I got to check my ketones, see where I'm at. This is what my Keto Mojo picked up for my ketones. Well, it was actually 3:40 in the morning. My ketones were at 4. At 9:05, they were at 7. I have never had ketones so high before. And I was actually amazed. And my blood glucose was still at 82. It gave me a GKI of 0.6, which is the highest therapeutic level that you can get into. And if you follow Dr. Boz, my Dr. Boz ratio was 11. Absolutely amazing. And it's so cool to see that. Now, if you follow Dr. Boz at all, her ratio is 80 to 40, you're in weight loss, 40 to 20, you're in therapeutic ketosis, where you're doing autophagy and stuff like that, so your body's healing. And under 20 is basically a medical ketosis that heals your body for stuff like cancers and seizures and stuff like that. And I was way deep into that, and it was actually really amazing to see this yesterday. But I did this. I broke my fast yesterday with my bacon and eggs, 4 pieces of bacon, 2 pieces of crispy bacon, and then 2 eggs. Amazing. And this was my breakfast this morning. Oh, so good. That's 6 scrambled eggs. It's actually 12 pieces of bacon, or a 1-pound pack of bacon, and 5 sausages. And that's probably going to be a nomad meal for me today. Now, tomorrow I do have a 2.10 ounce prime ribeye that I'm going to throw on the smoker, and I'm going to cook that up tomorrow, because I can, and it's going to be delicious. Yeah, that's a nice logo, isn't it? So, and one of the other things I wanted to show on here is this is what my weight did for the past week. 221. After I stopped my last fast, my weight went from 217 to 221, and then it dropped right back down. And I stayed at 216 for a long time. And this 216, the third one, that's the Tuesday night. Wednesday, Thursday, yeah, Tuesday night. That's where I had the 2 pads of butter, but I also had that night I was really thirsty. I had 2 elements before going to bed because my body was just needing it, and that did. I jumped my weight back up from 216 to 218, but I came right back down to 216, and then Friday morning I was at 214. So it did what it should have done. My weight yesterday morning was 214.8, and that's what I'm going to record my weight for this fast. I didn't lose a ton of weight on this fast. I burned a ton of fat, but I didn't lose a lot of weight. My body seems to be transitioning the fat from the fat cells into more of a muscle cell. The app that I use for my weight also gives you different stuff like your lean body mass, your muscle mass, and stuff like that. And that's all been changing with this too. I went from having a poor muscle mass, or it actually said it was a little low. Now it's normal during this fast. So I'm transitioning the fat and it's being made into muscle. And then I can tell the difference because things like this shirt fits me again. It didn't fit me not that long ago. And the pants I've been wearing are looser now. I had to put a belt on because my pants are getting tighter or looser. They're not tight enough anymore to stay up. I have to put a belt on to make it tighter so they stay on. So I can tell I'm losing like fat around my belly, around my butt and my legs and stuff. It's being, repurposed. Aaron's on mod 3. Lots of science it is. And the Kiltz Health Coach course is actually a really good course to go through. You learn a lot of stuff on there. The best part is once you do it, you have access to that forever. So I've come through and I've gone into it after I went through the course, and I still go through and I read the stuff in there. I go back through it to relearn everything. Yeah. And Brian's advice, don't rush it. Take your time. There's a lot of knowledge, a lot of information that's being put out in there. Take the time to soak it in. Yeah, no need to push. I did great, and I felt great, and that's why I had no problem breaking my fast last night when I came home. It was Friday night. It was a long week at work. It was a very stressful week, and I was just like, I'm not going to wait. I need to eat, and I told my wife that, and she's like, "Well, yeah." Yeah, and Aaron says that he's taking his time. He'd rather print things out and read paper. Yeah, it makes it a little bit easier too. Ivy, hey, good morning. It's nice to see you here. I'm glad you got into Christy's meeting this morning. If you guys haven't looked at Christy from Meeting Wellness, she had a live stream this morning with a Dr. Foran. Amazing, absolutely great topic that they talked about. And Dr. Foran is one of these doctors that actually knows what she's talking about. She's not one of these doctors that is only dealing with what she's been taught. She's learned the true nature of the beast, and she's actually out there putting that information out. And Christy and her had a nice discussion this morning. So check out Meeting Wellness. Give me just a moment here. Check out Meeting Wellness. She's got a really good channel. And if you're a carnivore and you're interested in getting your story out there, she also will do interviews with regular people. I encourage anybody that wants to share their story, get a hold of her. Mod 6 hurt my brain. Yep. Some of these will, you have to take your time going through them. Let's see. Elias says that it's nice to meet me. He's actually building some accountability framework for people in this niche. He'd love to share some insights with me sometimes after a live. Keep crushing. I'll have to get back with you on that. Are you saving up for a Keto Mojo? The Keto Mojo is actually something that's really nice. The testing is a little expensive. The test strips are about $1 each. So it's not something that's really affordable. I can't wait until I can get the CBio GKM, CKM, the continuous ketone monitor. So I can wear a CKM instead of having to prick my finger when I do. Because really, I should only be checking it in the mornings. If you watch Dr. Boz, you test on toilet. That's TOT. So you wake up in the morning, you go in the bathroom, and you go to the bathroom, sit down on the toilet, test your blood sugars, test your ketones. That's when you test. I test at other times because I can. And I can feel when my ketones rise like that. And I want to test and I want to see where they're going to. Having that continuous ketone monitor would be so nice, because it's what I've heard from the people who have used the CKM is they've had really high spikes of ketones, but they're generally not at the time that they would be testing. So you're not getting a true picture with that sporadic testing. So amazing. Yes, sir. Good morning. Wait. John, Together Strong. Good morning. How are you today? It's always nice to see John here. He has done some amazing stuff. My opening song and my closing song came from John. Amazing stuff. Check out John's channel. He's got some amazing stuff on there. Brian says his best Dr. Boz ratio is 13, which is absolutely fantastic. Below 20 is a medical ketosis, and getting down that low, your body just does so much repair and so much healing. It's really cool. What am I tracking my weight on? What the hell is that called? Do they have it on there? Oh, it's the tight. No. Renful. It's the Renful scale. I got it on Amazon. I couldn't think of it. Larry and Cassie and their Carnivore Quest. They have it on there. That's one of their. They have a link on there too that you can go to their Amazon stuff and buy it from them. I would look into that, but that's where I got mine. It's a Renful, and the app comes with a scale, so you stand on it. And there's another part to it. If I scroll down on that page where it shows my weight and stuff here, do you see where it says body composition? This is where it gives me my weight, my BMI, my body fat. If I scroll further down, it gives me a bunch more information: lean body mass, muscle mass, visceral fat, subcutaneous fat. It gives me my age. It actually told me I'm 59 today, which I am. So, it's not a bad investment, but that does read 2 pounds heavier than the original scale that I use, or that I used when I started my diet. So with that reading at 214, my other scale was reading at 212, which isn't bad. And how much was it? I believe it was less than $100. I don't think I paid that much for it. I'm not sure. But you know, Amazon, a lot of stuff has really gone up. The Renpho Smart Scale. I don't remember paying that much for it. This one, $44 is what I paid for it. And I'll put this in the chat too. I don't have an Amazon affiliate link, so I don't make anything from this, but this is just where I got it from. I got it from Amazon. It's actually pretty cool. Wait, what the fuck? Sorry for the language. That came out wrong because that is not right. I'm going to delete that. The one I bought was $44. It's a Renpho body scale. This link just came up and put something fucking weird into it. I don't know what the hell was going on with that. Or my Amazon. Okay, Renpho, Renpho. That's what it was. And that's what I've been using. Actually, I switched to that here recently simply because it tracks it. And I want to try to take pictures of the scale because there's always a reflection in there. And you know how we stand on a scale first thing in the morning. So I don't want anything to do with that. You're going to get a DEXA scan. You need to find out my visceral fat. I've thought about that. The closest one to me is a 2-hour drive. I don't feel like driving that far just to do it. You finally bought and ate some kale mackerel. It was good. It was the Mediterranean kind. Yeah, the mackerel isn't a bad thing, Angie's. It's I found the King Oscar mackerel here, and I had a can last night too. That was one of the other things I had when I broke my fast last night. I had those eggs, and then I had the portion cup of 4% fat cottage cheese later. I had 4 pieces of the it's a party pack cheese thing that my wife buys, but it's got the sharp cheddar, Swiss, Monterey Jack, and then the pepper jack. I had 2 each of the cheddar, Swiss, and Monterey Jack, and they're just little slices of it, so there's like 30 calories or whatever per slice. I had 6 slices of that. I don't do the pepper jack because that actually upsets my stomach. And then I made a taco. My wife had some taco meat left over from when she had some tacos on earlier in the week, and I used an egg life wrap for that. And then after that, when I came home from, we went to a place to get an ice thing for my granddaughter. After we got home from that, I had a can of mackerel. And that's what I ate yesterday to break my fast for, and that's all the food that I had. And last night, oh my God. 1 o'clock in the morning, I woke up and my leg was starting to cramp a little bit. I had to go to the bathroom. So I went to the bathroom, went and drank some more water. 2 o'clock, I woke up with my foot cramped. I got that taken care of, laid back down, and it was like 3:30 in the morning. I woke up, had to go to the bathroom again. The Renpho that I bought was the $44 version. So it's not that expensive. It's actually pretty cheap. And it comes with the app too. So it's not a bad scale to have. And it's on sale 55% off. Yep. So, but when I woke up this morning at 3:30 or whatever it was, and my foot was cramping again, it was a different cramp. had to go to the bathroom. I sat down, went to the bathroom, and I'm like nodding off, and then my leg was cramping. I was like, oh crap. I got up and I couldn't walk. I couldn't straighten out my leg. It wouldn't let me do it. I had to call my wife, and she went and made me a raw element. I drank that standing in the bathroom with my leg off the floor because I couldn't put any weight on it because it was so cramped. And man, did that hurt. But I drank a full bottle of water, and finally the cramp went away. And it didn't take long either. It was by the time I finished that bottle of water, it was gone. But I hate when that does that. Those cramps are absolutely terrible. Aaron says I signed up too soon for the course. What? You want a CKM and a CGM? Yes, that's what I want to do. I want to have the CKM in one arm and CGM in the other arm. That way I can have them both and I can compare as I go. Well, when I was just looking on my Amazon, that one was $44 right now. So I don't know how much it was originally. Let's see. Aaron says you have them close, but like $145. 2-hour drive to Toronto is $39. Yeah, DEXA scan. If you can get it for cheap like that, it'd be worth it. I don't feel like driving down to Bismarck to do that because I'd have to take off from work, and I feel I don't really need it right now. I know where my body is. My body feels so much better than what it used to. Yeah, you had a great stream today. It was a very lively conversation going on in there. It's a lot of fun. I really enjoy your live streams in the morning, Rick. I do the same thing Sunday morning. I go into Dustin's live stream and I'm making my coffee, making my breakfast, doing stuff and get ready for this one here. I did a couple other things while I was listening to you and Chrissy this morning. See, one of the things I was doing, where's it at? I found out that my phone, I can make these. So I've been putting these up here separately because I don't know. And I just found out that my phone will make collages like this here because I don't really go through that crap very often. But I found that I can do this here so you can see my before and after. See if I take Rick's comment down here, then you can see it. This is me, my before, March of 2024. And my after is February 27th, 2026. It was 350 pounds in March 2024. In February of 2026, I was 205. And that's me. 3XL, tight on the belly, Vegas Golden Knights jersey. And then there's me with a Minotauros jersey. That's a size large. And there's nothing on that is tight on me because I've lost 142 pounds at that point. It's amazing. But I just learned that my phone will do those collages. So I did that one. And I did this one here. This is also one of those ones where this was like March of 2024. And this was in April of 2026, just 2 years apart. And what I look like 2 years on carnivore. Huge difference. That's actually not even 2 years. That's a year and a half on carnivore. It's absolutely amazing what this diet will do for you. This was me. You know, I couldn't walk at the state fair, so I was on a scooter, which my granddaughter loved because I gave her a place to ride. You know, I'll throw my granddaughter up here, and this is actually a video. I just took that shot because it shows how big my belly was. At this point here, I've got one of those tape measures for a tailor's tape. So it's cloth, 60 inches. And I could not get that around that big belly when I first started this diet. Same thing with this picture where you see that belly. And you see that in the video that John Together Strong did for me. He's got the AI that got me to stand up from this position. So you can see how big, and it's actually a pretty realistic way of doing it. It was really cool. But yeah, that's my big belly, and that was how huge I was. It's actually pretty cool. But I've lost a tremendous amount of weight, and it's all due to the diet. I didn't do this diet for my weight. I honestly didn't. I did this diet because I was on 5 blood pressure medications and my blood pressure was not normal. It was still high, even on 5 meds. I did this to see if I could lower my blood pressure so that I would have normal blood pressure while I was on 5 meds. 6 weeks into it, I came off of all 5 meds with my doctor's help. You should never come off blood pressure medications or any medication without a doctor, without their help, without their assistance, because depending upon what you're taking, it could have some serious effects. Get off of them safely. And I did. I had my doctor's help with this. Brian says a lot of stuff to get tested on here. Yeah. We have to travel 3 to 4 hours. Yep. And that's, see, for me, I can't even do own your own labs in my state. It's not offered here. Something to do with our state laws. They can't do it. So if I want to do own your own labs, I have to go into South Dakota or into Minnesota. And I'm not traveling that far to do it. That's just to get blood drawn. No. Oh, you meant as one monitor for both, not one in each arm. Well, and they are working on that. There is a company out there that is working on a monitor that does both the glucose and the ketones. I can't remember where I read that. They are working on one that will do that. But for now, I'd be happy to have one in each arm just to see how I'm doing while I'm doing a fast, or even a day to day, just to try it. Aaron says my inches are not dropping as much. Weight, yes, but inches not. And that's just you're in a different part of your metabolic healing, Aaron. I'm losing inches, but I'm not losing weight. And I'm all right with that because I know I'm losing that. My pants fit different, my shirts fit different, and I have to wear a belt again because I have to keep my pants up, which is amazing. But I want to lose some of that weight too, Doing a 7-day fast, and I lost just 5 pounds. It can be frustrating, but still, I know that my body is healing still. Even today, after eating last night, which wasn't a huge amount, and then eating the eggs, bacon, and sausage this morning, I'm absolutely stuffed right now. And I feel great, but my stomach is still, the pants I'm wearing, I have to, when I get done with this here, I have to go put a belt on because they're not fitting right. But you're just in a different part of your metabolic state of healing right now. You're losing the weight, maybe not the inches, but you're losing the weight. And that's great. Yeah, you try to keep it interesting, and you do. You do a good job keeping it interesting. And I appreciate all the shout outs that you do for all of us that are doing the same thing coming out here. You get, I think everybody in here knows Charger Mopar, and they go to Rick's channel. If not, you guys check out his channel. Rick's got a great channel in the morning. On Saturday mornings, he does his live, and he does a lot of them for many hours too. So that's really cool. Yeah, the weight loss is impressive. I didn't do this for the weight loss. I really didn't. The weight loss is a side effect, and I posted that in Christie's chat this morning because I did this for my blood pressure. I just wanted to have normal blood pressure. Even 5 medications wasn't doing that. The side effect of this diet is your weight will settle out where it needs to be. Not everybody will lose weight. People who are underweight can gain weight to get into a proper weight. Rebecca Heichman is one person who did that. She was anorexic. She was skin and bones, and she gained weight. And she looks amazing now from what she was when she was anorexic. Michelle Hearn, also, she had amazing results going carnivore. So it works both ways. People that are underweight can gain weight by getting their metabolism proper and their body into a proper human diet. Brian says, Rick, you had a good live with Liz the other day. They did. They had a really good live. I watched parts of it. I kept getting interrupted and wasn't able to watch the whole thing, but I did catch that they were on together. Bryce Biscuit says, interesting, not a problem for you, Rick. You remind me of Justin Wilson, chef, the storyteller, right? And that's what Dr. Kiltz tells us every day. It's just stories, but it's the stories that help people to heal. You enjoy being part of the group? You're a big part of the group, Rick, and it's really interesting, and we all appreciate you. Yeah. You need to learn more AI. The AI is getting really popular out there for a lot of stuff. In the 4s on sale right now. Right. In the 40s. Thomas, hey, it's good to see you, Thomas. Aaron, Thomas does a lot of stuff with AI. You guys should get together and talk, because Thomas, Target Prime Rib here, he does a lot of stuff with AI. He's got some videos, and actually, you do the more of the pictures and stuff, right, Thomas? Let's see. Bryce Biscuit says, I didn't do carnivore for weight loss either. Yep. Diets failed me my whole life, but carnivore got me off of a dozen medications and healed 8 diseases so far. Plus, I lost 8% of the weight that I'd like to. And that is what it has done for me. This wasn't for weight loss. This was for my other health issues that I was dealing with. And it is a tremendous way to do it. And I agree. All those diets that we were doing before, they just weren't right for people. And they don't work. That's why this isn't a diet. This is a lifestyle. And it's hard for people to understand that it's a lifestyle. It's not something you just do once in a while, or you shouldn't do once in a while, because yo-yo dieting is not good. John Together Strong says, starting on phone apps and websites. That's going to benefit the carnivore community in a big way. I read the room and saw a need for it. Yep. And you're going to feel it. It's an absolute great idea there, John. And that's why I do this weekend meeting, because I saw a need for it. And since then, we've got a bunch of people that are doing it now. Not because of me, but because they saw the need for it too. We all started doing it about the same time, and it's actually pretty cool. Yeah, Thomas. Ben Bickman had a good video on the ketone monitors. Yep. And he's used one of the C-Bio, the CKM. He got to use one of those. Coach Julia Eden's got to use one of those also. And they actually sound amazing. I would love for C-Bio. Hey, I'm here. C-Bio, send me one. I would love to give you guys a review. I'd love to use one before they're available. That'd be so cool. Uncle Willie, looks like he made it. A little late. Well, might have helped if I wouldn't have been such a dumbass this morning. When I set up my live streams, I apparently didn't set up the time right. It was at 7-something a.m. live stream. And it's right before I was getting ready to go live. I was looking at it, and it wasn't giving me the countdown that it normally does. I'm like, what the heck is going on? And then I saw that it was set up for 7:28 or whatever it was. I had to go in there and change it all real quick. And that's actually why I was, a minute late or 30 seconds late starting my live stream this morning, because I didn't set it up right. But I did on Rumble, because Rumble, you have to set that up first and then add it into YouTube or into the StreamYard video, because it won't let you do it from StreamYard. You have to do it through Rumble and then link it. You found me from, yeah, and that's what I appreciate. I appreciate Rick doing that. He did that for Christy. You found Christy this morning because of that too. So a lot of people go into Rick's lives, and it's just amazing going into his lives because he shouts out people. He shouts out me, Christy, Thomas, everybody that has a live stream that does stuff like this. Rick shouts us all out, and it's great to have the support from people like Rick. It's great that we support each other. You know, Rockin' Coach Amy and why did I just lose her YouTube site in my head? Yeah, go to Rick's. He has great conversations in the morning. And if you like watching people get beat up by cats, every once in a while, you'll see the Black Menace attack Rick. If you know the Black Menace, you know the Black Menace. Milton's cute. Everybody's saying good morning. Yeah. Whoever said carnivores don't sunburn is a damn liar. Well, anybody will burn if they're too much into the sun. I haven't burned this summer, and I've been out in the 90-degree heat here a few times. Was 2 weeks ago when I hit the 90s, and not too long from now, I'm going to be standing out there in the 90-degree heat again. Hopefully, I don't burn today. You do recommend a lot of YouTube channels, Rick, and you get people to go out there and take a look at them, and we all appreciate it. Brian's been in his night over at Grandma's Crochet Corner. I've actually, by the time that comes on, I'm going to bed most of the time, so I have not really watched a whole lot of Grandma's channel. Angie says, all of you help me tremendously, and you're extremely grateful for every one of us. Yes, thank you. And that's why we're here, Angie. This does help. If Larry is not on, then Christy might be on, or Thomas might be on. Thomas has a great channel too, Target Prime Rib. He does a lot of interviews, and he's got an amazing story of healing that he's doing himself. So if you haven't seen Target Prime Rib, check out his channel, because his channel is actually a really good channel also. Yeah, and the videos can be expensive if you're doing stuff with AI. And I don't do a whole lot with AI. I do stuff with Notebook LM from Google, and I can get some videos from that. But generally, from like Grok or Chatbot GPT, I don't really use stuff like that. I haven't learned either, Aaron, so I should. Terry says, sorry, I had to step over to grandson. He has a ride on a motorcycle. Finally got on it. Yep. And I knew you were dealing with your grandson today. Okay, back to business. I've been on 12-hour fast these past couple of days and eating beef OMAD. I'm starting to feel the healing again, finally. That's amazing. These shorter fasts work really great too. You don't have to be on a long fast to get the benefits of fasting. They start around the 17-hour mark into a fast. So if you do a 24-hour fast, even doing an 18-6 can help to build up in autophagy and stuff like that. It starts the process. If you do a 24, you get a little bit more. Each time you do a fast, your benefits help to increase. If you're eating a clean carnivore style diet where you're not having the plants in it, I strongly believe that your healing benefits on a fast start sooner. So I enjoy it. Brian says, I did not fast this week and lost 3 pounds. Almost broke out of the 260s. Awesome, Brian. That is great. You'll be out of the 260s in no time. Yeah, that is. See, Ivy says, John, I'm building an app to help Compassionate Carnivore Connect weekly for Friday Fellowship, Fire Circle, and then we help them co-op with local farmer. That is great. Now, Compassionate Carnivore, are you talking about Emma? Do I do this on StreamYard? Yes. That's how I am putting the chat up on the window, and that's how I'm doing everything on here. And that's where I keep my pictures and stuff like that. It's like the widgets that I have where I pop up. Where's it at? There. This is Aaron's site. If y'all want to see Aaron's new logo, check out his site. This is part of StreamYard. It's one of the things in here that you can click on, get information put in there. Same with Carnivore Quest. Their weekend Saturday meeting looks like that started here a minute ago. And this is Charger Mopar's World. Y'all want to check out his channel? Check it out. He's right there. Dr. Boz, who's been an amazing influence on my fasting, right there. Jerome from Finally Fasting, he's just a regular YouTuber who has been doing fasting for weight loss, not the carnivore diet, not a vegan diet or anything like, just a standard diet. He's been doing that for 900 and some days now, and I do stuff with him. And then Dr. Jason Fung, of course, for fasting, another great resource. And then, of course, Dr. Kiltz, one of the great doctors that supports people in this here and has helped me get my health coaching. That's what my certificate above me is on there. I'm a Kiltz certified health coach. I don't practice it. I did it for the knowledge so I can help my family, help myself, and give accurate information when I'm on this channel. I'm not a doctor, and I don't claim to be. But that's what I do. I've learned so I can give accurate information. But everything that I do on this here that's through StreamYard. Even the pictures I'm putting up, that's part of the StreamYard application that they have. So you can see, the different stuff that I do, the different foods that I eat. Pop this in and out. Yes, but don't tell Rick he's a quack about the rats. About the best. He is the best. Gary, hey, how are you doing today? You're driving to Montello, Wisconsin right now, listening to the show. Want to say hi. Hey, I appreciate that. Drive safe and enjoy the show. It would have been nice to be able to get to Montello, watch it on the big screen. And she's talking about the Healing Humanity documentary is going to be shown there. That would have been pretty cool. I'm glad you're able to make it to it. Yeah, John said that's a great thing, Ivy. You've just got done building the server to handle all this. All the stuff that he's building out, yep. Yeah, Larry and Carnivore Quest is how Brian found me, and Bride's Biscuit. Bride's Biscuit, I can't thank those in this community like Rick, Jerry, Dustin, Amy, John, Thomas, Jonathan, Larry, and of course me, and many others. You're all valued beyond words and selfless. Thank you. I appreciate that. And you're welcome, Bride's Biscuit, because helping our fellow people out there is what this is about. And I feel I have to share what has helped me And if I help one person, I've helped, and it makes it all worth it. I'm a very introverted person, so doing stuff like this is really hard for me, and I really enjoy doing this now. I don't know what I'd do on a Saturday or Sunday if I wasn't in here doing this. You spent the last few days doing roof repair. Got burnt the first day. Sunscreen the last few days. Yeah, I just had my roof repaired today. Ooh, I should go out there and make sure all those doors are closed. You're at 13 hours now, so you will hit. You're at 13 hours now, so I will hit the 24. You will make up your mind, because what you think you can do, you can. What you think you can't do, you can't. You'll hit it, Terry. I know you will. Ivy says, I'm just a low tech person, so I have to use AI and Wix. Been working on it way too long, but I'm doing it. But I'm hoping it will. Man, I can't read today. But I'm hoping it will help us to spread the word and help more people. That's amazing, Ivy. And I thank you for doing stuff like that. This is really cool. Well, and StreamYard does have a free version, Aaron, that you can try out and just to see how it works and to learn it. And I'm not on the expensive version. I'm on the first tier paid version of this year, so I don't get a whole lot of stuff. You get the more you pay, the more you get. But I like where I'm at with this right now. I did use the free version to begin with, just to learn how to put stuff into YouTube and stuff. And the very first interview I did was with Dave Mack, and he used StreamYard. That's where I got the link for StreamYard was from Dave Mack, and that's where everything was set up for. And I figured out how to do this stuff was because of Dave. That's another channel. Dave Mack has an amazing channel. If you haven't been to Dave Mack's channel, you need to go there. You want to take your channel to the next level. Yep. And that's, this will help if you want to do lives, and if you want to do, I'd definitely find a different way to edit your videos, but you can edit videos in StreamYard. Actually, I use YouTube. I don't use the StreamYard editing tools in there. I use the YouTube editing tools because the StreamYard is not that good for me. I was actually looking at the stuff that Larry was talking about the other day. Appreciate the sharing. Absolutely, Aaron. That's what it's about. I mean, Aaron gets out there and he does a lot of good stuff too, and he's got some good recipes on his channel. So again, go out there and check out Aaron's channel. Aaron has some good recipes. If you're not a subscriber, subscribe to his channel. He's got some good stuff. Fam, getting ready for a walk, so you're going to sign off and get ready. Love y'all. Have a great day and see you tomorrow. Thanks, Terry. Have a great day with the grandkids. Rick says we have a lot of good people in the carnivore space. We do. There's a lot of good people. Dr. Boz is where I started. That led me here. Absolutely love Dr. Kiltz and would do anything for him. Yeah, Dr. Boz has been amazing. Dr. Kiltz is amazing. And a lot of people love Dr. Barry. I love his old content. I love the stuff that he does like that. But I'm in agreement with Rick as far as the paid communities. And that's where I've stopped doing that. I was a member of one or two of them, and I've stopped that because I'm not getting the benefit from that. They were making money. Needs to be more than 18 viewers. Yeah, that'd be great. And that's 18 viewers at this moment. It goes up and down. At one point, I was over 40 on here this morning, which is pretty cool. I enjoy it. Right. And Rick, he does all his with StreamYard. Yep. Oh, you do yours without StreamYard. Yeah, you don't have to do it with this. I just I like the interface that StreamYard has, and I like some of the stuff that it does where you can set up the intro and the outro videos. I haven't tried any of the other ones. This is just the first one that I tried, and I kind of liked it. So your channel is up to 220 subscribers and moving up in the world. It is, and it's great to see that. Brysby says I would have done KMT or PhD. You were enrolled there, but couldn't make it work financially. Like you, I don't want to practice it, just learn from it. And that's for me, that's was the important thing was for me to learn. You know, I talk about stuff on here and I don't want to give people the wrong information. Again, I'm not a doctor and I'm not giving medical advice, but I want to be able to give out what I talk about. I want it to be accurate. Brian says, I've helped 3 people and wouldn't change it for the world. Absolutely. You know, I had, it was great at work this week. I had 3 people stop me and talk to me about what I've done for the last 22 months. And 2 of them I've known for, well, one of them knew me when I was really big. One of them didn't know me until I was over 100 pounds down already. And the other has only known me for about 2 months, but they see what I do and they all talk to me about it. 2 of them are interested in fasting. One's interested in this way of eating. It's actually really cool. And that's one of the things that I said in Christy's meeting this morning is being a positive influence for others is a big part of it. I was a positive influence for my wife. I didn't pressure her to do this, but she saw what was happening to me and she slowly transitioned to this and she helped reverse her type 2 diabetes. So it's amazing. As a fellow introvert, Brian said, as a fellow introvert, I get it. I think what you do is brave and it takes a lot to do it to begin with. But now I wouldn't change this for anything because I enjoy doing this. Yeah, you need to figure out AI, use it to your advantage. I think we all do, and that makes a big difference. You found a path through your local college, you qualify for financial aid, so you will complete a degree program with some luck. That is amazing. Good luck with that. Do you think it'd be fun going on Dave Mack? It is. Dave is actually a really great host to be on with, too. I highly encourage you to contact Dave. He puts out videos all the time and tells you to contact him through that. Send him an email. I've tried Rumble Studio. That's actually part of how I get my stream on there is I have to go through the Rumble Studio. But I haven't tried just doing anything on just Rumble. It's actually more complicated than it is on YouTube to get a live stream on Rumble. YouTube is actually pretty easy. Started eating reviews. Yep. Absolutely, Rick. You hate pay to play. Hard no. Yep. You're umping tomorrow. Won't be in the meeting. That's fine, Aaron. You have a great day and have fun being out in the sun. You would love to have a YouTube channel? Start one, Brian. All it takes is a camera, which you have, and access to YouTube, which you have, and you can do it. You don't need a StreamYard or anything like this here. You can actually just do it off of YouTube. If I could just get my wife to follow a better lifestyle, keep setting the example. My wife, when I started this diet, said she would support me, but she would never do this. And I said, fine, I'm good with that. She saw how I healed and what happened to me in the first few weeks coming off of all my medications. she at the same time got a CGM, saw what was causing all of her issues, and she transitioned. I didn't have to say anything about it. Brian says, I know Facebook is a pain, but you all are welcome to friend me. Okay. Yeah, I go on Facebook maybe once a month just to look at stuff. My wife uses my Facebook more than I do. Yeah, Donna Ray, that's Bacon Runner, had a live stream wonderful on the last night. She is wonderful. And I saw that she was live. At that time I was out running around doing some stuff, so I did not get to see her. Well, I am caught up with comments right now, which means it's time to end because Carnivore Quest is on. Let me throw this widget up for Carnivore Quest. This is where we're going now. You want to continue the chat? Head over to Carnivore Quest, click on that QR code, and go over, visit with Larry, Cassie, Brian, Bryce Biscuit, Join Together Strong. We'll be over there. Terry, Angie's, they're probably already over there. You all have a great day, and we'll talk to you tomorrow, same time.